Hello, we're going to go over questions 6 to 11 that appeared in the Foundation GCSE Paper 3 in November 2023. I recommend pausing the video after the question is shown so you can try it yourself. Then play the video again to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. This is question 6. We're given a pictogram which shows information about the number of chocolate cakes, vanilla cakes and lemon cakes sold by Year 7 at a school fair. We're then told 24 banana cakes were sold by Year 7 and asked to use this information to complete the pictogram. We're then told at the fair Year 8 sold a total of 150 cakes and asked which year sold the most cakes at the fair, Year 7 or Year 8. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. We're told there are 24 banana cakes that were sold by Year 7 and we're asked to use this information to complete the pictogram. We can see that the circle that is broken into 4 pieces represents 12 cakes. This means we need 2 of those circles to represent 24 cakes. At the fair, Year 8 sold a total of 150 cakes. And we're asked in part B, which year sold the most cakes, Year 7 or Year 8? We need to find out how many cakes Year 7 sold, which is what is shown in the pictogram. We know there was 24 banana cakes sold. We can see we've got 12 cakes for the lemon cakes here, but we also have half a circle, which will represent 6 cakes. So we've got 12, add 6 would be 18 lemon cakes. Here we've got 3 lots of the 12 for the 3 full circles, so that's 36, but we've also got 1/4 of the circle. When we divide 12 by 4, that will give us an extra 3. For the chocolate cake, we can see we've got 5 of the 12 cakes, so that would be 60. We then need to add all of these up to find out how many cakes Year 7 sold. Which is 141 cakes. Year 8, we were told, sold 150 cakes. This means Year 8 sold the most cakes. This question is worth 4 marks. Part A is worth 1 mark. And you get this by showing the 2 full circles in the chart. Part B is worth 3 marks. The first mark is for using the pictograms to find out how many chocolate, vanilla or lemon cakes were sold. Another is for finding the total in Year 7. And finally, for making the conclusion that Year 8 sold the most cakes. This is question 7. Miklos is swimming lengths of a swimming pool and we're told each length of the pool is 25 metres. Miklos has swum 178 lengths of the pool and he wants to swim a total distance of 8,050 metres. We're asked to calculate how many more lengths Miklos needs to swim. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, Return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. We're told Miklos has swam 178 lengths of the pool, and each length is 25 metres. So his total length that he's swam will be 178 times by 25, which is 4,450. He wants to swim 8,050 metres. So to find out how much further he needs to swim, we need to deduct the 4,450 from the 8,050. This will give us 3,600 metres left to swim. We know that each length is 25 metres. So if we divide the 3,600 by 25, this will tell us how many lengths he has left to swim. If you get 144, then you'll get the 3 marks. Otherwise, you can get a mark for working out how far he has already swum, and a mark for showing you're going to divide by 25. And the final mark is for getting the answer correct. This is question 8. We're given the first 4 terms of a number sequence. And part A asks us to explain how to work out the next number of the sequence. Part B asks us to work out the difference between the 5th term and the 7th term of the sequence. And part C asks us to explain why 52 is not a number in this sequence. Welcome back. So we're asked to explain how to work out the next number of the sequence. We can see to get from 97 to 91, we take away 6. To get from 91 to 85, we take away 6. And 85 to 79, we take away 6. To get from one number to the next, we'd simply subtract 6. Part B asks us to work out the difference between the 5th and the 7th term. There are a couple of ways we can do this. We could work out the 5th term, because this would come next after 79, which would be 73. And the 6th term, if we take away 6 again, is going to be 67. And the 7th term, when we take away 6 again, we will get 61. And this will give us a difference of 12. We can also see that if we've got the difference between the 5th and the 7th term, then there's going to be 2 jumps that happen, and that's 2 jumps of 6, which gives us a difference of 12. Part C asks us to explain why 52 is not a number in this sequence. Again, we're pretty close to where 52 is, so we can carry on the sequence by taking 6 away. And 6 again. And so we can see that 55 and 49 are in the sequence. But 52 is not. Part A is worth 1 mark, and they will accept anything like subtract 6, decrease by 6, going down by 6. Part B, there are 2 marks available. If you get 12, you get both of those marks. If you show 73 take away 1, or 6 times 2, that will get you 1 mark. And the second mark would be for then doing the calculation correct and getting 12. Part C is also worth 1 mark, and they will accept if you state 52 is an even number and that the sequence only includes odd numbers. And they will also accept you stating that 55 or 49 are in the sequence, but you can't reach 52 from either of them. This is question 9. It tells us that Mandy buys a 12 kilogram bag of dog food. Mandy's dog has 3 meals a day, and she gives her dog 105 grams of dog food for each of these meals. We want to know how many complete weeks will the bag of dog food last, and we must show all our working. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. So we're told Mandy buys a 12 kilogram bag of dog food, which we know is 12,000 grams. We know Mandy's dog has 3 meals a day, and she gives her dog 105 grams of dog food for each of these meals. So in one day, the dog will eat 3 times 105 grams of dog food, which is 315 grams. In a week, the dog will eat 7 of those 315 grams of dog food. And this will be 2,205 grams for the week. We want to know how many complete weeks will the bag of dog food last. So we want to use the 12,000 grams, which is how many grams there were in the bag of dog food. And we want to see how many 2,205 grams we can make from the bag. So we do 12,000 divided by 2,205. And this will give us 5.442. And so the answer is 5 complete weeks. This question is worth 5 marks, and we must see working out to get any of these marks. The first mark is for getting consistent units, and so we've worked with grams, so showing the 12,000 grams would give 1 mark. To find how many grams are used in one day gives a second mark, and how many in 1 week gives a third mark. To work out how many weeks get out of the bag gives the 4th mark, and realising that we need just the 5 for how many complete weeks gives the 5th mark. This is question 10. We're given a polygon and asked in part A to write down the mathematical name of the polygon. We're then given a prism, and we're told each edge of the prism has a length of 7.5 centimetres, and we're asked to work out the total length of the edges of the prism. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. So part A asks for us to write down the mathematical name of this polygon. This polygon has 5 sides, and so it is a pentagon. We're then given this prism, and we're told that each edge, and these are the edges, the straight lines on the shape, and we're told each edge has a length of 7.5 centimetres. We're asked to work out the total length of the edges of the prism. We can see we have got 5 edges at this end. We have another 5 edges at the other end, and there are another 5 edges joining the ends together. So that's a total of 15 edges. So we need to do 15 times 7.5, and that will give us an answer of 112.5. Part A is worth 1 mark, so you get that 1 mark for stating pentagon. Part B is worth 2 marks. You will get both marks if you get the answer of 112.5. Otherwise, there's a mark for showing that you found there was 15 edges and a mark for getting the correct final answer. This is question 11. There are only red counters, blue counters and green counters in a bag. We're told that the ratio of red to blue to green is 2 to 16 to 7. And we want to know what fraction of the counters in the bag are green counters. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. So we can see that altogether we have 2 plus 16 plus 7 parts, which is 25 parts. We're asked what fraction of the counters in the bag are green. We can see that the green counters are made up of the 7 parts. So we have 7 green out of a total 25. This is a 2-mark question. You get both marks if you get an answer of 7 over 25. Otherwise, there is 1 mark available if you calculate there are 25 parts altogether. I hope you found that helpful.